Yeah.
I don't know whether to call this an education or a corporation or incarceration. Our hope for the future are the youth of this nation. Our kids are trying to rise from rural squalor to become scholars. But unfortunately in this country we are building prisons faster than we are building schools. Hiring wardens and firing teachers. Budget cuts cutting the lifeline of our youth, our future, our nation. That lifeline that is education. And did you know that when third grade reading levels drop, incarceration corporations decide to build more prison facilities? Elementary school students are labeled potential inmates sometime between the time they learn their ABCs and the time that they learn how to read. Later they make it to Algebra 1, solving equations like y equals mx plus b, or the square root of a squared plus b squared equals c. But whoever said that a kid struggling with math or reading equals a criminal waiting to be? Now he's solving equations, equating this and that, you see. But this is not equality. This is an inequality, inequity. Like, I understand y is less than 2x plus 3, but I still don't get why I'm treated less than two kids who grew up in the neighborhood next to me. I guess I'll never quite comprehend inequalities when the quality of my education is directly proportional to my number of dollars and inversely related to my level of poverty. Yes, and abolishing the SAT, ACT, and GRE is my dream, a coup d'etat of the standardized testing regime, because I remember clearly the day that I took the SAT. I calmly entered the testing facility and saw a man with a cold, lifeless stare. Told me to empty my pockets, put my belongings in the locker, and locked it. I signed a contract that said if I cheated, it's a felony. Then he patted me down for communication devices on my extremities. Entered the unit, 6 columns, 6 rows, each with a half-dome security camera placed directly above my head. So with Big Brother watching my every move, I started the test, unsure whether to call this an education or a corporation or incarceration, because the 3 hours taking the SAT felt like I was spending 3 years on a felony. And I found myself wondering if this is how Plato and Socrates studied in ancient Greece. And if we're turning our schools into prisons, diplomas into dockets, and our children into hardened criminals, then how could we ever build a culture of peace? Thank you.